Now, when you think about Zimbabwe, there's one name that comes into mind: Robert Mugabe. He was married to a Ghanaian woman, Sally Heffron, aka Sally Mugabe. My brother, my sister, I met Robert Mugabe. He invited me over to come to Zimbabwe. Find a photo of Black Rasta and Robert Mugabe. Yeah? And when I went for his 92nd birthday, oh my God, I was like the Michael Jackson of Zimbabwe. Better still, Michael Jackson arriving in Zimbabwe. The cars that picked us from the airport, the Rastas who arrived there to beat the Nyabingi drums, and how the Zimbabwean people showed me love. All because of Robert Mugabe. Oh, eager to see Mugabe, I'm eager to see Mugabe, Robert Mugabe from Zimbabwe. Jah bless Mugabe, Jah bless Mbeke, Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe. Anytime he heard the song, he went crazy. When I arrived, in fact, he insisted that I be brought to his office. And when I arrived in the office, he said, "What are you waiting for? Give me a performance right now." So me and my skeletal team started to play, and I started to sing one or two songs. Oh my God. That was when I just released Sewa Koto. Interestingly, he and his wife used to listen to that song even from Ghana before they went into Zimbabwe. He was married to a Ghanaian woman, Sally Heffron. My brother, my sister, he even taught in Ghana at St. Mary's Secondary School, right there in Takrade. Robert Mugabe. He insisted that I be taken to visit the grave of his wife. And there are photos of me kneeling in front of the grave and praying for mercy for the soul at the Heroes Acre. I was treated like a king. He put me in one of the topmost hotels. And the food there was served 24 hours. That's me and Robert Mugabe. That's me and Robert Mugabe. And you could see me and Madondo, and you can see me and him sharing some really interesting joke. Oh gosh, I miss him. I miss him. That's me and him. Robert Mugabe, 92 years young at the time. This was in his office. Oh Lord, they flew us all the way to Zimbabwe to perform for him. My brother, my sister, hey, I remember in Zimbabwe, he encouraged me to try so many Zimbabwean delicacies. And when he saw that, oh, I was so interested in Pan-Africanism, you know what he said? Please, can you help change the bad name that the bad people have given to our country? I said, in my own little way, I will, on radio and in my music. You know what Mugabe told me? He said, I will want to make you a Zimbabwean ambassador. In fact, the Zimbabwean ambassador to the world for tourism. Woo! I said, what? Really? I couldn't even tell him, oh, but I'm not Zimbabwean, you know. I would have betrayed myself as a Pan-Africanist. And from there, the following day, they inaugurated me as the tourism ambassador of Zimbabwe. Oh Jesus, I will never forget Zimbabwe. I went all the way to Harare. I went to Mashingo, where I went to see the great Zimbabwe walls. The kingdom of Monomopata. Yes, Monomotapa. It was beautiful. All too soon, it was time for me to return. In fact, there were even some artists in Zimbabwe who got a bit envious that I was getting all this treatment. And when I came to perform, some of them walked out. In fact, in protest. that opportunity should have been given to them. It's unfortunate. We are all Africans, and when we come together, let's support each other. But Robert Mugabe did that for me. And I remember people in Ghana rushing to the Zimbabwe embassy, trying to find out why a Ghanaian had been given tourism ambassador of Zimbabwe. And I'm still that tourism ambassador. They haven't called or written to me to say, you are no more because Mugabe is not there. My brother, my sister, after Mugabe was taken down, obviously because he had stayed so long and he was growing old, his vice president at the time, who he had sacked, returned into power or was brought into power. His name is Emmerson Mnangagwa. Can you pronounce that name? Emmerson Mnangagwa. That's him. He's a gentleman. He said after Mugabe sacked him, a few days later, Mugabe called him and said, I have been going to your office and I don't see you. What is happening? Are you sick? Why are you not coming to the office? And he said, oh, Mr. President, Your Excellency, you remember you sacked me 2 weeks ago. You know, Mugabe had forgotten. Old age. This is Emmerson Mnangagwa. Now, Emmerson Mnangagwa is from ZANU-PF. Mugabe's party. He has tried to be able to bring Zimbabwe forward. But of course, the best days are gone. The days of Robert Mugabe. When I went there, I couldn't get the opportunity to meet him. Maybe he saw me perform and other things. But it looks like it is time for this president to go. But he wants to stay in power. I have some documents from meetings in Zimbabwean courtesans. Top class information. And it is troubling. Watch this. Open it up so we all can read it. My brother. And this is deep. This is from the cabinet. Memorandum by the Minister of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs on the proposed amendments to the Constitution of Zimbabwe to extend terms of office and reassign Zimbabwe Electoral Commission's functions on voter registration and constituency delimitation. Introduction. The cabinet is hereby called upon to consider and approve the proposed amendments to the Constitution of Zimbabwe to extend the terms of office for the president, vice president, parliament, as well as local councils, and reassign electoral functions. Now, the proposed amendment aims to extend the presidential, parliamentary, and council terms of office for a period not extending 3 years, only once, through a 2/3 parliamentary vote to enhance government stability, align electoral cycles, and foster continuity in the implementation of long-term national development policies. The amendment will effectively postpone elections for 3 solid years. Amend the Constitution to transfer voter registration functions from Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, ZEC, to the Registrar of Births and Deaths. This is so sensitive, dash it out. It's a whole document, about 6-7 pages. Remember, I'm still the tourism ambassador. You see, all this, and when you read it, you cringe. You will cringe. Why would Emmerson Mnangagwa want to continue being in power, postpone elections for 3 years, and extend his tenure of office so that what? What's the reason? Are they getting power drunk? This country has gone through a lot. The least said about this, the better. My beautiful country, Zimbabwe, with all love and respect, President Emmerson Mnangagwa. When I came to Zimbabwe, I didn't see you because Robert Mugabe at the time, I think I'm not too sure. Maybe I met him. I was so concentrated and fixated on Mugabe. Yes, I met him. I did in Mashingo. I did. Mr. President, with all love, this country was built with blood. Huge struggle in order to get the country here. One of our very own, Saleh Efron Mugabe, became the mother of the nation Zimbabwe. She became the mother of Zimbabwe, like the Ya Asantua of Zimbabwe. And we all know that. Don't let us jeopardize and repeat mistakes. I hope, Mr. President, we'll be able to have a conversation later. In the interim, it is what it is. It's the Blackport, aka Kokoshonomo, where we speak truth to power. And I want to say thank you so much to the whole of Africa. We love you and we appreciate you. Keep Africa strong. Africa shall prosper. Ghana shall prosper.